I gotta say, out of all the movies I've seen this year so far, Mortal Kombat was the one I had the most basic expectations for, and somehow it still managed to be disappointing. Literally, all I was hoping for this movie was a mediocre plot but fun action, just like with Godzilla vs. Kong. With that movie, I got a terrible plot and pretty fun action, and with this one, I got a terrible plot and half decent action. Before I get my problems with the film, I kind of want to go over my praises. My few praises, but I digress. My first praise is Sub-Zero himself. I really liked him in this movie. He was a fucking badass and won basically every scene he was in. Also, he was very visually appealing, especially compared to how stupid Scorpion looked. Also, the final battle with Scorpion vs. Sub-Zero was overall pretty fun. Despite Scorpion's stupid appearance, I really liked a lot of it. My favorite piece of choreography is when Sub-Zero freezes the blood from Scorpion. I really like that, it's creative use of his powers. So yeah, the final 10 minutes was actually pretty fun. Also, the opening 7 minutes was great. It did a decent job at making you care about the characters, it had a pretty decent emotional part in it, and also the action kicked ass. This opening scene was genuinely great and probably my favorite part of the film. And then the rest of the movie happened and it sucked ass. Yeah, the movie had a very strong opening, however, it immediately fell apart after. So I guess I'll start with my biggest problem in the film. Cole. I fucking hate Cole. He is so bland in this movie, he has no personality, he takes up everything in the film, and he brings nothing for me. And they try so fucking hard to make you like him. They try so fucking hard to give him this deep character arc, and it falls flat on its face in my opinion. I hate it so much. They even introduce entirely new characters who were not in the games and are instead here just for plot devices for Cole's development, and it falls flat on its face as you don't care about the characters. How pretty much all the other characters were bland as fuck too, and I get for some of them that's meant to be the point, however, some people like the villains, they have literally no development and we learn nothing about them. So I guess if you're like me and you're not exactly the biggest Mortal Kombat fan, then you can go fuck yourself. Also, it's established that the Mortal Kombat Championship tournament thing is gonna happen in a few weeks. However, the villains decide to end it early and try to kill all the good guys first. Basically, what that means is that they're breaking the rules. And that got me wondering, why can't they just do this whenever they want? Why can't they just try and kill the characters whenever they want? It's not like they face any repercussions for it because they don't. There's no punishment for breaking the rules. It's just a rule. Now, maybe I missed something here, and I kinda hope I do, but this is so fucking stupid. Like, why didn't they try and kill Cole a few days earlier before the whole movie happened? That would sure be useful. Also, man, some of the action scenes are terrible. A good example is the Gorro vs. Cole one. I was actually kind of liking this action scene at first. It was pretty epic and cool. And then it was ruined by Cole killing Gorro. Like I said earlier, I'm not the biggest Mortal Kombat fan. However, my favorite character was Gorro. He was the one character I really cared to learn a lot about, and I fucking loved him. And Gorro was a 9 times in a row champion. He won the challenge thing 9 times in a row. So the fact that he got killed by Cole, someone who's just now learning his powers, is bullshit. Now, obviously, his backstory is never stated in the film. However, if that's not what happened, then that'd still be insulting to me as a Gorro fan. I don't know, man. This film just seems to be a huge disservice to the Mortal Kombat games. Another thing this movie has is really bad plot armor. For example, in the middle of the film, there's a point where all the heroes fight. Basically, the bad guys kick the heroes' asses, and the metal armed guy, he fights the guy with the hammer. And he is somehow alive. For some reason, the dude left him alive for no reason. And that's honestly a problem with this entire action scene. It's a disaster from both choreography and plot armor level. Another thing is that the characters fucking suck. You seriously cannot describe any character in this movie without describing a rock. The only exceptions are Kanos, Cabal, and Sub-Zero, who I'll admit are all pretty cool characters. However, what sucks is that all three of these characters die, so there goes my enjoyment. Let's hope Johnny Cage has better luck with personality and not fucking dying. Also, I guess this is a nitpick, but sometimes the production design is hilariously bad. An example is on the villain's world. The background looks so fake and it's really distracting considering the fact that the rest of the film looks pretty fine. Especially since you have two great designs in there for both Sub-Zero and Cabal. Anyway, this movie's stinky. 4 out of 10, reboot it again.